And welcome to the Bionicle Comedy Central podcast. We're not mixing it up today with the intro. My name is Chris Major 2124, here with LQ, not Mace, Keps. I keep calling him Mace today. And for the first time in forever, Alexander, aka Leo. Welcome all. There we go.
He doesn't speak English, but we're having him on anyways.
We could translate it into Matoran for you all.
Alright. So, how's it all going, everyone?
Good. Getting hyped for New York Comic Con, seeing those finalized Bionicle sets.
I'm busy, I'll get back to you in a second.
Doing better than typical horseradish.
I want to know about the origin of the horseradish joke at some point, people.
I just made it up yesterday. I just got on LBW and said, "Moo, I am a horseradish." That's literally it.
Alright. Well, horseradishes were not the topic we had in mind. Topic now is pretty much LQ's department.
So, today we'll be discussing some prototype Bionicle sets. Now, keep in mind this is definitely not a complete list of prototype sets, but just a selection I found I thought would be interesting for a discussion. So, without further ado, let's get started on that, and I'll show you guys the first pick I have for us to discuss.
So, welcome to the Bionicle Comedy Central Prototype Picks, otherwise known as Shell Shock. What it would have looked like.
Speaking of shells, the first...
Ah! My eyes!
The first prototype pictures we have are of the Manas. Now,
Are you going to post these up in the podcast?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Better.
Ah, my eyes.
So, you can see with the Manas, one of them has the eyes like the new Ramen, the other one has... my Matoran's still rusty. The Gali's mask for the other one.
Cows.
Yeah.
Actually, that...
And you notice something?
Kama's mask.
You notice something strange over on the one in the back? Gold pieces. Gold was extremely uncommon for LEGO to use at the time.
Mm.
Not like today. Today they just slap gold on anything they want.
Ah, my eyes.
Say that a lot, Chris.
No, actually, neither of you are right there. Wait, no. Yeah, that is no commas. Okay.
It is?
Yeah,
I thought I
it's a
saw
wrap.
the little slit on the top of it, like the night vision mask.
You're right, those are ugly.
No, that's the other one.
Oh.
Yeah.
They both have different masks.
Oh.
That's... Sorry, go ahead, Leo.
They're hideous.
Exactly.
The Mana's finalized versions didn't really look too complete already. These look even more incomplete.
Yeah. Well, what? Ah, my eyes.
Now,
It's okay if your optic nerve is destroyed. We can't replace it. Just go blind.
You know, we need to move on before we just lose all hope in prototype images.
okay. Well, sadly, this one is probably the earliest prototype I could find. It's not the best quality, but see what you can make of it. It's not going to restore your hope in prototype images, though.
We're doomed.
As you can see, this is Do Head Kick.
What?
It's the original design for Pohatu, and I cannot make much out of it, but I thought it was an interesting image.
It looks like a $5 set these days.
Well,
Actually, they'd probably jack it up to $13.99 these days, but it
You
looks like
notice-
a $5 set.
I can't tell for sure, but does that look like Pohatu originally was orange?
I cannot even tell.
I
The
really
only thing
can't.
I can make out looks like
And decided
Iridax.
horrible.
The only thing I can make out looks like a GSR-shaped head, which makes no sense. 66669. That's spelled out its due.
Ages 6 to 16. I'd say about age 0, as in no one.
Okay, now we're skipping ahead a bit to 2005 with the unreleased playsets.
Mm.
Do you want to see this?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
This set actually in itself doesn't look quite bad.
Ah, what do you know?
Except, of course, the Berserk were preliminary, so they're yellow, but not the glow-in-the-dark black ones that I have a million of now.
I only have one of those.
I have zero.
I like it,
Don't
personally.
care.
It's a nice Rahi. I wonder, do you think this set was going to have story significance? Like, we saw a lot of strange creatures in the books of 2005. Do you think this one was actually featured?
Probably so. Everything used in the sets became canon at some point or another.
But this wasn't unreleased.
Yeah, including Taraga.
Yeah, but if it were to have been released, I think it would have had some sort of storyline role.
Yeah, it reminds me of a bit of a Kikanalo, but I don't think it's a Kikanalo.
Yeah, what it looks like more to me is the Vizirek battering ram, if you remember that.
Yeah, I have that. Well, I
That's what
have
it
that
is.
one. It's pieces now. I never did find a use for that gold Viscerac shell, even though it looks so interesting.
Oh my gosh, I can think of so many uses for that. Especially, well, a Rotuka shield is what you can use those for.
I have a
If you're
Rotuka
talking
shield.
about
It came with
if you-
Irumi.
Yeah, if you're talking about like the large Viscerac body pieces with the eye holes and everything, yeah, you can make those into Rotuka shields. They look pretty cool.
I'll have to try that. So, next, we've got another 2005 unreleased playset. And there was a piece in this one that I really wish we would have gotten a hold of. It's a yellow Metru-style torso.
Ah, I'm kidding.
Look, I really like that mini Kitungu.
Let's see.
So, I really wish I could have gotten that yellow Metru torso. There's so many uses for that. So many more Metru-style mocks.
Kitongu is huge compared to everyone else, just for the record.
I think that was intentional.
Well, this was a prototype, so they probably had that in mind.
So what do you guys think? Do you guys like the look of the mini Kitungu?
I like it. I think it would have eliminated the Kitongu set,
Yeah, because
Possibly.
people not able to make that work.
but I like it anyway. It even has more of those yellow Viscerac, so that's nice.
Now let's get some. The next one's kind of all go in a set, so I'm trying to get up as many as I can at once. Lagging mic. Hopefully I don't crash the computer with having a million windows open, recording and running Hangouts all at once.
That's
Yeah,
what computers are meant for. You should see my iPad sometime.
every now and again, you just gotta close some.
Okay.
I don't like some people. I don't just leave them all open even when I'm not using them. I just use like 15 at the same time.
They're like my...
Sorry, what was that, Leo?
Never mind, it's lost. One of those
1,
moment
2,
things.
3, 4, 5. There should be 6. Where's the 6th? Ah, there it is.
What are these?
They're preliminary
Uglies.
Paraka head images. They have the first few have slight differences. Some of them have very big differences. I put them in order from least amount of change to most. So first will be Zaktan.
That doesn't look like too much of a difference.
Hey, I didn't
Yeah.
take the picture yet. You guys are getting
Yes.
ahead of me.
No, I'm just looking on the wiki because I gotta
God,
give.
you're not
I
supposed to
gotta-
do that. This is supposed to be first reactions. Okay,
It is first reaction.
I know.
We're getting to it at
I
the
gotta
same
say,
time.
Actually, it's ugly.
so
Yeah,
first Zaktan.
I like it. It
I
looks
like
more
how-
intimidating.
Yeah, he's much more intimidating. Much more detail is put into it. I really like it. I wish they would have stuck with this one. I think
Yeah.
it's because they're really trying to balance. Like they're going a new direction with Bionicle. They weren't sure how dark they could make it quite yet.
well, I know my little brother has two, the Paraka, Zaktan, and Hakon, and they look fairly similar to those, but well, this one.
Next we have Devil Hakan.
Oh wow. Again, like Zaktan, the only changes I see are minor head differences. Like there's a different spine, but that's about it.
hmm
What
Hakon
is
has
this
horns.
sorcery?
Now we have slightly more angry Vezak.
I literally see no difference.
His eyebrows are a little more angry looking. That's it.
Ooh.
And his mouth is more closed.
Angry eyebrows.
Oh gosh. So that also featured in your childhood.
Now here's Unibrow Thok.
Unibrow. Oh, unibrow.
What do you guys think of this one? I like the differences. I'm comparing it to with my normal Thok right here. It's only very slight. Wait a minute.
Welcome back to Shell Shock, ladies and gentlemen.
Never mind, this isn't different at all. This is exactly the same. What am I talking about? This is the
Wait,
exact...
let me compare it. Since I have Thok right here.
This
Yeah,
was
yeah.
There's no difference.
Same thing. Guess Thok was approved all the way through. Nice.
He still is a unibrow.
I guess Thok's design was just so perfect first time they decided not to change it.
It is perfect. Except for, it looks more like an Avax Arms kind of thing than
Okay,
Investor.
next we have two that definitely show some more change. First up is Three-Eyed Redek.
I
had 3 eyes anyway.
I'm just gonna say I'm already familiar with this because back in 2006 on the website they had this image. I don't think I would have liked Three-Eyed Redak. I like the design they went with, which had the third eye thing, but without an eye in it.
I wonder if canonly Redek used to have 3 eyes, but one of them got poked out.
And the nose. The nose is ugly.
Yeah. Oh yes, poking out eyes is a great idea. For this
now, here's the one that shows the biggest change. It's also the largest picture of the Paraka prototypes we have. Avak. And do I need to tell you guys his title?
That's disgusting.
He's like a woolly mammoth. He has tusks.
It reminds me of something in Star Wars. I can't remember it. The Reek from the Geonosian Arena. That's what it reminds me of.
Oh, yeah, that thing. I don't know what that's called. All I remember from that is the cat thing. Or the name of it. I thought I remembered the name of it.
All three of those were creepy.
Yeah.
I'm glad that LEGO didn't approve that.
Now, we're on to the Voyanui Toa, or Toa Ignika pictures. The Paraka were the Voyanui Toa. So,
wow.
First we have New Peru.
It's a nightmare. It looks like they shoved Terex and Black Phantom together and decided to call it Nuparu.
My eyes!
Look how lazy
really
was the set
like
designer that they
Terex
attached.
and Black Phantom together.
How lazy was the set designer that they attached the Zamo Spear launcher like that?
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Ah!
I do like.
How the heck
You know what I
does
do
it?
like about this set though? Look at his weapon. It looks kind of like a machine gun. That looks
It
cool.
looks less One Piece.
Chris Major and 3 other friends like this.
So, next up, we have Prototype Hyuki. And he wears
on.
the road. Yeah, I think they decided Hyuki needed a different look, but they still wanted a set with his premise, so they made Axon. Literally, he has an axe.
He even has an axe.
Yeah.
He's got an axe in a road. Lazy peoples.
Yeah.
Toa, Axon, and Nika.
You know, but I'm not sure if this counts as a prototype, though, but Keplers, you played those Voyanui Online animations, didn't you?
Yeah.
You know, the one where all the Toa Ignika were completely not uncannonly coming out of those stone heads in the Chamber of Life?
Yes.
And they had the brown Hyuki there. I really liked how him with all brown instead of yellow and gray looked.
But I own him. I have him right here, I think. I like the metallic grayish color a lot.
I was always sad that they got rid of brown, which is why I'm so happy they're bringing it back in Bio 2015.
I like the brown. I really think it would have gone better with Hyuki in 2007. That was a horrible move. But I liked the color on Inika Hyuki.
Yep. So, Leo, what do you think of Toa, Axon, Hyuki, and Inika prototype?
Let me walk all the way to the computer and I'll give you my analysis.
What I think is scary is that... Oops. What I think is scary is that someone at LEGO even had the idea to do all this.
Well,
like,
I really don't think the prototype Hyuki set looks that bad. I mean, I would have bought it.
Well, I would have bought it and I would have been crying the whole time. So, Leo, we need to report.
Okay, I'm back with the Yuparu actually looks pretty cool, in my opinion.
Leo,
I
I think.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Alright.
Oh, you can't?
What?
Oh, this is sounding very noobish.
Alright, should we move on to the next prototype?
Yeah, let's move on to Holly.
I like her feet.
Yeah, you know, doesn't that remind you of the new Gali, 2015 Gali?
A little, yeah. Oh, I only just noticed that her feet actually had regular blue feet. I thought those silver ones were okay. Well, I still like it, I guess.
I'm not sure. I can definitely tell. I don't think they're ever planning on going with this color of blue.
Especially so much of it. It's overwhelming.
Wait, do you guys notice this? Look at her upper leg armor. One of them is upside down.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Ooh, such fail.
No, that might be like what they did with Furno in, what was it? Ordeal of Fire, I think.
Yeah,
one leg piece had like a small leg piece, then big leg piece, and the other one went around with a big leg piece and small leg piece.
Oh yeah, I changed that in my Furno set to make a match. Everything has to be symmetrical. Her mask here reminds me a lot of her Mari mask.
Yeah.
It looks like she has the squid launchers for feet.
You're right.
Yeah, now you
Her
mentioned
weapon looks the same.
Now, next I want to go on to Jala. Don't anyone dare say Jaller.
Jaller.
Well, if you're from the south, well, sorry, Leo, I'm gonna make fun of you, but it'd be all Jaller.
Tips is from the south.
Yeah, when they went to the store and bought a Jaller Bionicle.
This looks like a mini set.
Maybe in Georgia
doesn't
you
look
sound
like
like
a
a
So,
Ha ha ha.
Albany, maybe?
second.
I don't even know what this is.
Now, there's some things I actually really like about the set. For one, look at his Zamosphere launcher. It has a different type of extension to hold more ammo. I like how that looks. Also,
I think that hole's about the same.
he has a jetpack.
No.
That's
I don't know
cool.
why this keeps getting pointed out in my mind on every set that we look at that could possibly have it, but his sword looks like a Likan blade.
You're right.
Yeah.
His mask looks very unbionicle like. It looks like a Chinese knockoff Bionicle mask.
Someday, guys, I'm going to show you what I found. It's hilarious.
That can't be good.
Yeah, when it comes to Chinese knockoffs, should I quickly pull it up if I can?
Sure. While you do that, let's discuss this. We don't have a full picture, but we have a picture of part of Kangu Ignika. It's not very colorful, not full, but we can see him kind of.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of those people who make custom pieces and mocks on YouTube just to make it look really epic, and they put it in this lighting that's almost unnecessary, but it looks really epic, at least to them. And then they do these really cool poses, and then they do some short stop motion about him creaming some other mock that they made 2 months ago that was supposed to be epic.
Do you know something, though? Mari tubes are in this picture, or at least it looks like Mari tubes.
Oh! That mask is a Krokon, but upside down.
Alright. I have
Oh, you're right! It is. It is. It totally is. Except there's like this part put on the top of it.
Yeah.
Weird. That's so weird. So they just like cut and glued a bunch of pieces together to get this mask.
It's a hodgepodge. I posted in chat.
I don't know, but what do you guys think? We have what was Kongo's other mask? The one that looked like a half a zombie.
That was ugly.
Yeah.
That Salifia was ugly. I like this more. It would have been better for mocking purposes.
Yeah.
All these masks seem to imply that their heads were normal, and for whatever reason, they changed it to that click-on design that made it incompatible with everything.
I like the look of how the Ignika masks turned out. I don't like that they're not as functional, but, you know, my mask is a calyx. I like how that looks.
You don't have.
Oh!
Oh.
Apply cold water. Sorry, I couldn't. I posted up in chat on chat on the BCC the picture of the cheap Madanui knockoff. We were talking about something made in China.
Oh, that thing?
What?
No.
Oh my
no,
goodness.
No. I hate
What?
that.
What is this? Oh, I gotta save this to
I
put in the
love
video.
the comment in the top corner. Obviously, this guy is getting paid minimum wage, but the strongest and most active hero of the elite team. His power is more than enough to defeat any bad guy.
Oh my goodness. Star Soldier. Wait, they called it Toa Madanui.
Mixed it in with Hero Factory,
Oh my.
and it got worse from there.
Have you guys have seen China has Oh, of course, it's D cool.
Yeah.
Of course. If only there's some way for Lego to go
Yeah,
after him.
Specifications, colors, and contents may vary from illustrations.
which when you put DE at the beginning, it means like construct, deconstruct.
Yeah.
D's cool.
Get rid of the cool that Bionicle had. We're gonna ruin every image of the set for you.
I think the only thing they have going for them is that the sword lights up, but it probably overheats.
I don't think it lights up. I think that was just a graphic design.
It does light up. It probably
does.
dies in a couple minutes, though.
Okay, next we're moving on to some slightly more known prototypes because they were released in the Fantoka online game.
Some more authentic prototypes, I might add.
Authentic.
That is ugly.
Here's the first one, this Makuta, which does not look like a Bionicle set.
That does not look like... That's ugly.
It's not actually... You'd think this was going to be a prototype of Gorast, wouldn't you?
I don't know.
It's supposed to be a prototype of Chirox.
I don't even know. It looks like someone took... I don't even know. It looks like someone took a prehistoric creature, I can't remember the exact name of it at this moment, and then slapped its head on a poorly made mock and said, "This is our next Makuta."
Gorast went and died in a hole and her body mummified for over 1,000 years before Indiana Jones came and dug her up, and maybe it's the mummy. The mummy's...
I can see that. It's got a decayed rib cage and everything.
Okay, next we have the prototype Bohatu.
Marginally better. And the colors are... I don't even know if those are the finalized colors. They might not be.
I'm guessing they weren't the finalized colors. But, I really like how he's much more bulked up in this prototype.
I agree. And he doesn't use that weird armor. Well, he might.
Yeah. It's hard to even tell what's what on him, to be honest.
Don't know. His Kanohi definitely wasn't as good as the finalized version.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do like, he has like rudders on the back of him. I like how that looks.
I like the missile launcher. He's got a missile launcher on it.
Here we go.
Must have been before they invented the Sky Blaster.
Yeah, which is one of the coolest shooting things of all time, just saying.
And right next to it we see the comparison to the finalized version. As you can see, it just looks like they stripped so much off of him in the finalized version.
Well, the whole idea of the Fantoka was supposed to be, aerodynamic, light and agile.
Bohatu was like the armored helicopter of the group, though.
He does it.
Sorry, what was that? Leo?
The prototype certainly doesn't look aerodynamic, if that's your definition.
Yeah, I mean I'm putting my numbers in the calculator here, and it's giving me a frowny face. That thing would never fly.
Okay, and our last prototype we'll be looking at today, what I like to call Death Watch Kopaka.
Death Watch Kopaka?
Yeah, Death Watch Kopaka.
What?
I'm liking the sound of this already.
What is that?
I'm hating it now. He's got a Metruan body armor.
Question.
And
why?
what is that ugly Matoran doing?
It looks like he was taken by a shadow leech.
That Matoran looks fresh out of Karzani.
He does.
Fresh out of Karzani.
He's one of the Karzani rejects.
What is that blaster he's holding?
I like the blaster, actually.
It doesn't even look like it was made out of ABS plastic.
It isn't.
No, but it looks awesome. And then they put, painting on his wings.
Yeah. That which again makes me think of Death Watch.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah,
it
it does.
like United States Air Force, as in Kopaka smashed into an F-17 and
But
took what was left.
What?
No, Death Watch, because Death Watch is cooler.
Which one was Blue Angels?
What the heck were they thinking giving Kopaka this color scheme? Couldn't they have made the prototype in white?
I think it was it wasn't a finalized color scheme either.
I know, but were they at one time were they considering changing the Toe of Ice color scheme?
I doubt it. I think this is just a prototype color scheme.
If they did, rage quit.
White is too cool for ice.
Then that Torn is just pitiful.
Look at the mask. I actually can deal with the design. The design doesn't look half bad, but the mask looks like it's out of an alien horror movie.
Hey, what's with their weapons? They're just like
Yeah,
rotor blades.
Their wings.
They are.
So wait, is the Matoran going to try and jump off a cliff and fly with those?
It's Icarus, not. Haha, you're dead.
It's like we'll give you an A for effort, and that's about it.
Gravity hurts indeed.
How about an F for failure?
You know, one thing though, they give Kopaka like a dagger here, which I think the set could have used because I always felt like the finalized Fantoka Kopaka, with a lot of Fantoka set, his main weapon was the blaster, and I don't think I liked that.
I liked the bayonet, actually.
Yeah, you can just take out the bayonet, I guess.
But yeah, I mean, what I always thought was, what were they supposed to be controlling their Toa and elemental energy through if all they had was
The bayonet.
blasters? An elemental bayonet?
Yes, that's awesome.
What about Gali? Mistoka Gali?
She shoots it through her target. Yeah, that's it. Through the sight.
Gally uses her awesomeness.
Look at this Kopaka's lower leg armor.
Yeah.
It's like a technique piece from a boat.
It looks like the only thing I know about that piece has been used on is that Hero Factory dropship from Wave 1.
No! My mind immediately went to that Monog boat. I ruined it.
This is scary, guys.
You think?
I've been traumatized.
Well, that's all the prototype picks I've picked out for this episode.
Oh, thank goodness.
So, what do you guys, out of all these, what was everyone's favorite and what was everyone's worst nightmare?
Oh my goodness.
The Gorast Bitil Kirox Makuta mummified thing.
That was horrendous.
That one's awful, but I'm stuck between that and the Manas. Oh my gosh.
The Manas didn't look that bad. They were among the more mild ones.
But not prototype Kyrox.
Yeah. I mean, Kyrox was awful, but those Manas, they really hit me right in the 2001, you know? They hurt.
And Kick didn't?
What was that?
Kick? The Dewhead's Kick?
Yeah, well, that one, you know, well, put it this way, it was so pixelized I couldn't see what it was, so I can't cry.
So, my least favorite definitely has to be the Chirox, like everyone else. It just doesn't look like Bionicle. It looks like someone went and cut apart an action figure and glued it onto a Bionicle.
I guess he's spray paint residue.
Yeah, a lot of the Fantoka prototypes have spray paint residue on them. Okay, and now, what was everyone's favorite, if they had any? If you had to choose a favorite out of all these, which one do you wish you could have had?
Oh, I had a couple of them. Let me go back and look at them again. There were a couple that I preferred over the finalized set in some ways. Kongu, just for a cheap Kraken because you can't get those. And maybe Deathwatch Kopaka, if they leave Solak out.
Deathwatch Kopaka.
Yeah, Kopaka's a Mandalorian. It all makes sense now.
This is gonna sound weird, but I'd buy the Manas only for one reason, because they have transparent blue rows. Only reason.
Yeah, probably around $200 on eBay. They're out there somewhere. Just keep looking.
I don't even want to see them. I don't want to see them on eBay.
I think my favorite would actually be the Hyuki. I like how we'd get a road for cheaper. I liked how his weapons... He looks finalized, just different. Apparently no one agrees.
What?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I wasn't listening.
I was saying my favorite of... I was saying my favorite of these was Hyuki.
Oh. Yeah. He wasn't too bad.
And I do like also... I like Nooper's machine gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who liked the Chinese knockoff Matanui?
That wasn't even a prototype.
So now Ben would not see again.
It's a Chinese prototype.
Dolek walked out of Karzani. Matanui needs to walk into Karzani.
I don't think we
That can't do work.
Okay, well, we should probably wrap things up here. We've went about a half hour, maybe more.
Yeah, we're getting therapy, guys. I should give you guys my number, so in case you want to call and just cry, I'll be there for you. and then I'll have to go because I have class.
Okay. Well, Chris, you want to sign us off?
Sure, but one interesting thing, I've been looking and I cannot find any prototypes on eBay whatsoever of any Bionicle.
I've seen the Sand Tarkov on eBay once. But
That is so hard to get, because there's only like 5 of them.
Wait, one thing before we go, I forgot to show you. Well, I didn't find a prelim of Mataro Ignika. I did find the prelim of the 2006 Toa canisters.
Ooh.
Apparently, their original name was Igniters.
What?
Igniters.
That sounds too much like Sly Zeus and Throwbots, if you know what I mean.
That's probably why they changed it to Ignika.
No. Just no.
Where is this?
I found it. I just searched up Mataro prototype and found it on Brickshelf.
Okay.
Just no. Just
Here, I can link you in the BCC chat if you can get to that.
Oh. Alright, yeah.
So guys, I need to go right now.
Okay.
yeah. Let's quickly sign off now.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
This is Leo Zandar signing off.
Hey, should I go ahead and give the outro?
Sure.
All
Sure.
right. Leo, stop before the outro. You didn't get to see my creative. Whatever.
Good lord, that's ugly.
So, from all of us here at BCC, we all agree that we don't even know what to do.
Well,
So-
no, for the record, we do not all agree with Chris.
Well, most of us are traumatized, and that's what I'm getting. We're screaming, we're yelling, we're seeking counseling, etc. I'm anticipating a phone call from Leo at some point.
Except for Deathwatch Kopaka.
If you have likewise been traumatized, audience, by what you've just seen, here's a fantastic idea: subscribe to our channel. So that
Or
way,
if you liked the amazing Mandalorian Kopaka.
dude, I had this great. Never mind. No, subscribe today. That way you can watch something else and have your mind untraumatized.
And be
If you
sure
already
to...
subscribed, you're one step ahead.
Oh, and if you liked this episode of Prototype, tell us. We might do one of these again sometime and find more prototype images. So link some in the comments below if you have any we didn't go over, you'd like to see us go over. Tell us what your favorites were that we went over and what your least favorites were.
Because these are the prototypes we need, but not the ones we deserve right now.
It's a prototype. It might be the prototype Bionicle deserves, but not the one that it needs.
That's exactly what I said, but you actually said it much better, just for the record.
Okay.
Alright. In terms of projects, new projects coming soon, of course, and we'd love to tell you all the juicy details, but we're going to troll a little bit and tell you to just subscribe and stick around. From all of us here at BCC, we bid you farewell, have a good day, get some counseling, and we'll see you back on the BCC podcast.
I'm LQ1998. No one else wants to sign out?
I am a cow.
Oh, sorry, Kip.
I am a horseradish. Moo.
And I'm Chris Major 2124, in no way corresponding to a vegetable. And from all of us here on the BCC crew, we bid you a good day. Get counseling.